We're beginning in child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart, let the head come and rest on the floor. And if it's not comfortable to get the head right down to the floor, bring in a prop, a bolster or a block, or even just stack the arms and put the head on the arms. You want to let your forehead relax into the earth. So I'll take another moment, a breath here, really dropping the weight of your body down. Now let the left arm come a little bit closer to you down your mat and take the right arm across the mat. So kind of an active stretch here now. Your right hand reaching to the left side of your mat. Let your head come up and just lean the side of your head against your right arm. So breathing now into the right side of the ribs. Lean into that. And then let's change it over the other way. Resting the right arm just kind of out of your way, your left arm comes across. Head resting against the left arm. Breathe. Easing to the left side. Now come back to the middle, taking both arms out ahead of you. Nice and active. Now leave your hands there. Drop your head. Pull the hips back. Now let's come up onto our hands and knees. So round your back as you come forwards through cat, lifting the hips, separate the feet. And as we exhale, we'll move into cow, opening into a back bend. So we're reversing our normal breath here. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, let it go into cow. And you can even breathe out through the mouth there. One more time. Inhaling. Imagine that the breath here is in your back, expanding your back. Releasing into the back bend as you exhale. Now, take the right arm out to the side, a little twist as we breathe in, and then bring it in under your body, sliding it in past that left wrist, this familiar kneeling twist, your head to the earth. Lean now to the right, a little push with the left hand. Take one more breath here. Hips are above the knees. Lovely. Bring the arm out of there as we breathe in, unwind all the way to the right. So you're turning, opening the chest. Bring the hand down, exhale. We'll go the other way. So we're taking the left arm out and up towards the sky. That's it. Good. Now bring it in under and come to that kneeling twist the other way. Close the eyes. Deepen the breath. If you can feel that ujjayi breath. Sound whispering in your throat. Let's stay with this. One more breath. Now bring the arm out. Breathing in, unwind again. Twisting to the left, bring the arm to the sky. Good, now bring it down, your hand out ahead of you. We're going to take both hands ahead, crawl back a bit for anahatasana, like our kneeling downward dog. As we exhale, hips above the knees, hands really firm, open through the upper back, chest and shoulders. Now as you breathe in again, let's find that cat pose action, rounding the back, curl in, head in. Good, now bow down, go deeper, longer. Forearms to the earth, shift forwards, come to a forearm plank. If you can lift your knees, go for it. Give the legs a little stretch, reaching back into your heels. Feel the hips come down a little bit, head forwards. Good, breathe in, perfect. Breathe out, bring the legs down. We're coming to upward puppy. So we're on the forearms. Breathe in, elbows just ahead of you, almost like you're dragging your arms back towards you. Now breathe out and just bring the right arm across your mat so it's perpendicular to the left. Bend the left leg, reach back with your left hand and get your foot. So my right arm's just supporting me here. Get the foot. Good. Now turning back towards the front. Stay as you are, propped on the right arm. Push the left foot into your hand, lifting up. And as we exhale, relax and let the heel come in towards the body a little bit. Just give it that little stretch. Great, let go. Other side, left arm on the earth. Roll over to catch a hold of that right foot and turn back to the center. So on our inhale, push the foot back into the hand, rising like bow. And as we exhale and relax, we're going to draw the leg in a little bit deeper, foot towards your hip. Let go. Hands to the earth. Cobra. Inhale. Now lift up and back onto the knees again. We're going back to that child's pose. Come up and sit on the heels for a second. Bring your knees together if you can. We're going to bring our fists into the belly. Fold down over your fists. Head towards the earth. And now roll your fists. Gentle abdominal massage here. Good. Now we're going to let this action go. We're going to bring the hands out of there. We'll bring the fingertips to the floor. Let's come onto our feet. Uttanasana. So that little abdominal massage is really best done on a completely empty stomach. So it's perfect first thing in the morning. Hands on the shins. Let's breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out and fold in. Bend the backs of your knees or the whole knee. Soften the backs of them and drop the ribs to the legs. Let's stay. Take a breath. Breathe out. Nice. Now bend your knees a lot and uncurl. Let's come all the way up. Open the arms up to the sky, reaching at the top to the sky. Draw the hands together to the heart. We're going to come to a standing balance here. Stand on your left foot, have your knees close together, bend your right leg, hold your foot. So just to begin with here, we're going to hold the foot and keep the knees together. Okay, let the left arm come straight out in front of you, pick something to focus on. Good. Push the foot into the hand to draw your shoulder back a bit. Now you can stay there, or we let this become dancer pose, natarajasana. So you lean forwards, lift the heart while you push your foot back. It's almost like a sensation of bow pose. Now, if you're struggling with the balance, you can put your hand, I'll do it here, you can put your hand on the wall up high. Push the foot back. Take another breath. And then bring it in, and we'll do the other side. So that it actually works really well with the wall if you want to do that. Start off just holding your foot, knees close together. And then if we're going to use the wall as we lean into this, as it becomes natarajasana, let your hand go up quite high on the wall. And in that way, you can sort of lean your chest into it. You might be able to go a bit deeper then. Good. Stay with it. Breathe. One more breath. Then release it. Bring it in. Bring it down. Good. We're going to step our feet hip width apart, turn the toes out, big breath into the sky. Come down through a squat. Exhale. Just give yourself a breath or two here to ease into the hips. When you're ready, walk it on out into plank, inhaling. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Take a moment, a breath here. Good. Now drop on down to your hands and knees. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, we're going to lift the left leg, bending the knee so the heel is towards the ceiling. Breathe in, take your right arm forwards. Find that balance, the connection through your core. Now bring the right hand back by your side, and you could stay right there, or see if you can catch a hold of your foot, your ankle. And if you can, breathe in, push your foot up and back. So again, that sense of bow pose down your asana. Take one more breath. And then release that down. And we'll go for the other side. So start by just lifting the right leg with the knee bent. Keep the other toes curled under. That will help you. Left arm forwards. Connecting everything through your center, through your core. Bring the arm back by your side. You can stay at any one of these stages. Next stage is to grab the foot. And then push it up and back. Breathe. Good. One more breath. And then release it. Downward dog. Now bring your feet together. Breathe in and let the right leg go up. Step it through between your hands. Now I'm going to grab a block here. If you have one, bring it to the outside of that right foot and turn the left foot to the ground. Rise up, circling the left arm over your head. Come all the way up, straight legs, arms out wide. So straighten that front leg. And let's just go backwards for a moment. Left hand to the back leg, right hand to the sky. Nice. Now go over your right leg, triangle, Trikonasana. So I'm using a block for my hand here. You can put your hand on your shin if you prefer. Now lie back as if you're leaning against a wall. Bring the shoulder blades back. Left hand can reach up. Good. Push into that back foot. Draw the lower belly in, connecting through Uddiyana Bandha. And if you can go a little deeper, hinging over from the hips, you could turn your block sideways. Good. So get that sense that you're in one plane. If there was a wall right behind you, you'd be leaning against it. Your head is there as well. Lovely. One more breath. Good. Now we'll bring the arm by our side. We're going to head for half moon. So bring your block with you. Shift forwards. I'm going to hop the back foot forwards a bit. Move your hand forwards by 10, 12 inches. Keeping the hand outside your foot. Lift the back leg. And flex the foot. Just keep the left arm by your side for now. And now you can stay with this. Or bend the leg, the free leg. Bend it back behind you. And see if your hand could find your foot. Push your foot into your hand to open the chest, chappasana. It's the same kind of action. Sense of bow. Breathe. Not easy. Let it go when you're ready. Opening the arm to the sky, the leg through the space, half moon. Good, you ready to come down? So arm by your side, look down, bend the standing leg, hover on the foot for a sec, step right back, set up a warrior two stance, and then reverse it. Little stretch backwards, right hand to the sky. Good, spin it around, down into your lunge. Exhale. Back into plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rising, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. So one leg has had a good old stretch, the right leg, I think. Your hamstring, left leg now. Lift the left leg up, step it through, exhale. Get the block if you're using it, put it outside your leg and turn the right foot, heel down. Spin the right arm up over your head, come up, arms out wide, straighten the front leg. It's pointing forwards. We're going backwards. Little stretch to the sky with the left hand. And now over the left leg, Trikonasana, triangle. So strong straight legs, lower belly drawing in. You really want to anchor into the back foot. So feel that the back foot is a little bit turned in. The heel is a little further away from you than your toes. Take another breath or two here. See about tipping over a little bit more, lengthening that left hamstring. Take one more breath. Now bring the arm by your side. Here comes half moon. So we can take it in stages. We bring it forwards. Use a prop for the hand if you can. Okay, we lift up the back leg. So like if I didn't have a block, I could be using this bit of furniture here, you know, something like that. All right, let's start here. Arm by your side. Next stage, we bend the leg back behind us. And then hold the foot. Now, as you push the foot into your hand, let the chest be a counter stretch to that. So your chest goes forwards as your foot goes back. Breathe. One more breath. Now let it go. Let it go, hand to the sky, leg long. Suddenly half moon's quite easy. Arm by your side, look down. Bend the leg you're standing on, get the weight into it. Hand off the ground. Step back. Warrior two, big long warrior two. Wide stance. Now reverse it. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, turn it over and into our lunge. Good, back into plank. Inhale, hold it. Lower it, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Breathing here. Let's come forwards to plank. Inhale. Lower right down to the belly. Bend the legs and reach the hands back. This is modified bow. Stay here. So we're not holding the feet yet. Just breathe. Now let's hold the feet. Ready? Inhale. Push the feet to the hands, rising. Stay there, soften, exhale. And one more breath. Be careful with the neck. Let this be a heart opener and not a big stretch for your throat. Let it go. Let it go. Hands to the earth, rising cobra or upward dog. Downward dog. Take a breath here. Relax your face. Now walk halfway up your mat. Bring your hands to your shins, breathe in. Rest against them, lifting the sit bones as you lift the heart, the head. Breathe out and fold in. Hands around the back of the ankles. Now, bring the hands out in front of you. Take your feet a bit wider, turn your toes out and come to a squat. One breath here. Now we're going to sit down and take your right leg straight out in front of you. This left leg, we're going to fold it back to ardha, virasana. So you tuck it back so your heel is beside your hip. Roll your calf out of the way and sit. Now, if this is too strong, put a block or cushion or folded blanket under your hips, even a bolster. You could sit with the bolster under the hips and the foot on the floor. If it's okay, put your hands on the ground behind you. Now lift up your pelvis and tuck your tailbone under, lengthening the lower back a little bit. This is about the quad, getting a big stretch here in the quad. So you're going to ease your way back, and there's no competition. You're in your own body. Watch out for your knee. The feeling in the thigh, good. Feeling in the knee, bad. Okay? So don't go so far that your knee is lifting. Forearms on the earth, maybe. Keep lifting, tucking, and lengthening that tailbone towards the other heel. And maybe we'll lie down. Maybe you might lie over a bolster, over some blocks. You can take your time, get something in there. If it's okay on the ground, take the arms overhead. Watch out for any sensation in your knee. So you're only going as far as feels right for your body right now. Take a breath in. A long breath out. Relax. And then we're going to come up. So back up to sitting. And now up onto that knee. Lift your hips. Now curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and straighten the front leg. So I'm stretching back into the back heel, but it's just off the floor. Really nice for that back leg after that. Bowing over the front leg, but you can always use blocks here, okay? Good, now push the hands into the floor. We'll take this front leg back, come to our downward dog, and then just step the left foot forward. So we're gonna swap over, put the right knee down on the ground. So another way of just coming into that same thing, sit down from there, rolling the right calf out of your way. So I'm going to show you with some props here now. You could put a block under your hips. That's the first place you could go. You could just stay there, sitting tall. Or you come back, and as you come back, lengthen through the lower back. Lift and tuck that tailbone under. Maybe you stay there. Or we can bring that block in under the upper back. So the hips to the floor and the block, just supporting the upper back. Oh, that's nice. Hands behind the head. Oh, it's lovely. Take a breath where you are now. Come up. Strong muscle, so it takes a lot to give it a good stretch. Let's come up. Let's lift the hips up. Turn the back toes under, lift the knee, and lengthen out the back of that leg now. Take another breath just here. Back into our downward dog. And let's just go through one last connecting vinyasa. So come forwards, plank, inhaling, lower on down, exhale. Inhale, rise up, last one. And back, downward dog. Walk up again, halfway up the mat. We're going to take it back to that squat again. So turn the toes out and down we go. One last breath here. Now come and sit down on the ground and bring your feet together, knees apart, Baddha konasana. Hold your toes or your ankles, sit up tall, inhale. Now exhale and let's bow forwards. Now if the hips are very tight, the forward bend is too strong, move your feet forwards more, widen the diamond shape. Go to your breath now. Relax your face. Now come on up. Inhale. Exhale, let's bring the knees up. Now, can you slip your left foot under your right leg round to the outside of your hip and take your right leg over the top foot to the floor? Ardha matsyendrasana. We turn right, wrapping the left arm around the right leg. You could always use a block here as well to sit both sit bones up. Now think about the front foot for a moment. Push the toes down, the sole of the foot down. Feel that really strong sense of an anchor through your foot. And then rise up along the spine and turn all the way to the top of the neck, turning to the right. Take another breath, pushing the foot into the earth. And come back around. And just unwind it, but take that top leg, bring it around and over so your knees stack together, your feet are pointing out to the side. Gomukasana legs. Take a breath in. And then breathing out, we're going to bow forwards. So bring your hands forwards. Go slow now. Just another breath or two. Dropping the head. And then come up. Inhale. Unwind the legs, sit back. Let's change the legs for the twist the other way. So right leg underneath, left leg over the top. Put the left foot firm on the ground. Right arm goes around, left hand behind. You know this one well. But again, just think about that front foot, those toes down on the ground. Anchor that foot. That's it. Now lift up through your spine and turn all the way through the spine to the top of the neck, turning left. So as you settle into the twist, be conscious of the front foot. Anchor it into the earth. Take one more breath. Now unwind, come back to the middle and bring the leg further around for gomukasana legs. We stack our knees together, the feet point out to the sides. We breathe in. Again, a block under the hips will make a big difference if you need it. Breathe out and bow forwards. So you're trying to keep the hips down on the ground. Let your hands help you get that sense of like pushing back into the hips. Now really let go through your neck, through your face. One more breath. Come up as you're ready, inhaling. Exhale, let's take the legs straight out. Little seated forward bend now, both legs ahead of you. Just hold on forwards. You can bend your knees if you like and drop the head in, chin towards your throat. So in that action, that letting go through the neck and the head, notice the deepening of the sensation in the upper back. Take one more breath. Let the sensation, the very intense sensation, keep you present. So go to that place where it is really transforming. Something is letting go. Come up nice and slow. Right. Let's come and lie down just for a second. We'll do a spinal twist before Shavasana. So roll yourself down slowly onto your back. And then take the arms overhead, like somebody's pulling you by the ankles, pulling you by the wrists. Traction for the whole body. And then gather your right knee in. Bring it across your body for a twist. You bring it over to the left, your right arm back on the ground behind you. Breathe in. And breathe out, go deeper. Back into the center, inhale. Draw that leg in, exhale. Other side, left leg in, right leg long. Take a moment just to draw it into the body. And then inhale, left arm out to the side. Exhale, the leg comes over to the right. There we are. Now settle in, find the breath. Exhale and wind a little deeper. Come back in, breathing in. And as we breathe out, we'll draw the knee right into the body. So bring the other leg in as well now for a moment and have a little rock on your back with your knees like that, or reach through for your feet and then lift the feet up and wide, happy baby. Try to get as much of your back on the floor as you can here. But now release, and we're going to set ourselves up for Shavasana. So if you have a bolster or a couple of blocks or both, use that to prop the legs, cushion under your head, and maybe a cushion under your hands as well, a low cushion or a little blanket. And make sure you're cozy. Mm-hmm. Make sure everything is set up in a way that allows it to relax. Feel the supports beneath you and adjust anything that isn't symmetrical or hasn't ended up exactly where it supports you. You don't want to reach for your props. They need to be there where you've landed. Feel the joints soften. And a subtle sense of drawing back in towards your center. So as your joints relax, feel the arms, the legs, and even the head softening, retracting inwards towards your middle. Now feel the breath come and go. Feel the limbs relax into the earth, into the props. And every exhalation, that sense of softening creates a feeling that you're drawing back inwards. Drawing inwards in a very physical sense. The legs, the arms, the head. drawing inwards in the sense of your mind, your awareness. Go inside and let the awareness settle down inside. Somewhere inside, you can feel the flow of your breath. Now, don't do the breathing. As you arrive to an awareness of your breathing, let go of the urge to take over, to change it. See, can you just be there with it? Feel its rhythm. The gentle, subtle rise and fall. The expansion and gentle contraction. Let the mind and the body be drawn to this rhythm, drawn to these sensations. Relax into the breathing. And notice how your body feels. Take a deeper breath in. Breathe it out slowly and bring the back of the waist towards the floor, the kneecaps towards the ceiling. Hold the pelvis steady and bring one leg at a time in to rest on your bolster or the floor. And when you're ready, roll to your side. And take a moment on your side, let your head relax. Come up slowly as you're ready. And when you've found a way to sit that's comfortable, turn the palms to face up, close the eyes, take a moment, notice the feeling. Bring the hands together in front of the heart And bring to mind something or someone you feel grateful for. Let's breathe in, stretch up to the sky. Gather the hands together, draw them down to the third eye, exhaling to the heart center and the earth. Namaste.